Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. Today is October the 20th. I'm going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation for you, brought to you by H.O.O.D Navigation. And this is our H.O.O.D recovery services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Looking forward to the meditation. Let's go ahead and get right into it while I can. Been just trying to catch my breath in the background. So I want to get into this because it looks a bit long, and I know I may struggle. So let's go ahead. The title of this is Anonymity as Our Spiritual Foundation. Our spiritual foundation is not a question of whether we know each other's last names. It's that we accept each other regardless of who we are and what we have done. Guiding Principles, Tradition 12, Opening Reflection. What's in a name? Well, anonymous is half of ours. In not using our last names, we end up sharing the same one, Addict. But practicing anonymity doesn't end with the last initial. A principle can't be that simple, not when it's a word that's so hard to pronounce. Go ahead, try it. Anonymity. See, the struggle is real for so many of us. Because anonymity is, according to our 12th tradition, the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, understanding what it means and how to practice it is essential to our ability to work with, relate to, and love each other unconditionally. Our spiritual foundation is the very rock we're all standing on, a member wrote. But any rock can be pounded into sand by relentless forces. A slight here, a direct insult, or backhanded compliment there, and on and on. Anonymity ensures equity among us, and we can't have unity without it. None of us is too bad or too good for NA. We don't merely tolerate each other's differences and ignore our difficult past. Instead, we honor and embrace the people we are today. We do our darnest to rise above personality differences and having a bad day reactions. We give each other the benefit of the doubt, roll up our sleeves in unity, and get to work. Acceptance doesn't mean we endorse each other's every action. There's space for all of us at the NA table, but we must hold ourselves and each other accountable. Anonymity requires that we all have equal access to the message. So when a member's behavior prevents that from happening or otherwise interrupts the atmosphere of recovery, we need to be clear. You are welcome. Your behavior is not. We can't expect ourselves to practice the unconditional love aspect of anonymity perfectly, but we can't let that stop us from ensuring that every addict who comes to our group has access to a message of recovery, no matter who they are or what they have done or perhaps will do. Today, I aim to give my fellow addicts the benefit of the doubt. Practicing anonymity means I have faith that we can all grow. Personalities and past aside. It also means I'll get better at pronouncing it over time. What a joke. They're funny, right? They're trying to lighten up a heavy topic by making fun of the pronunciation. A lot of people struggle with the word anonymity, and they get it confused with autonomy. And so, or enemy, or enmity, right? So people struggle with pronouncing it, but they know what it means. It means this right to a privacy related to myself. as we apply it in this particular program, it relates to the fact that no matter what you've done, you're welcome here. And we stand on that. Now, everyone may not welcome you, but as a group, as a fellowship, you are welcome in Narcotics Anonymous, regardless to your past. And it's much greater than us not knowing your last name. Many of us know we're in the same community. We work with each other at jobs, and we know each other's last name. We know each other's last initial. That's not what we're talking about, right? That is not what we're talking about. Even though that can apply, the thing is that do you bring an energy of inclusivity at the meeting, that no matter what so-and-so did, right, that they would be able to come into the atmosphere of recovery and receive the same energy as anyone else, that they're welcome. That is the point of this. Are you an individual that pushes that further down the road and allows people to sense that when they come into the meeting? Are you one of those individuals that when people come, you're quick to lean over to so-and-so and say, man, I can't, all the stuff they did out there, man, and start bad-mouthing them, character assassinating them, and behind the scenes working against them, having the opportunity to really get this program? There's some people that come and they leave because they know everyone knows what they did. They've been in the news. They're mandated, but they don't want to make the meetings. They rather take a chance on their freedom than make meetings because people won't let their reputation go, right? Common sense, right? Everyone that comes into the meeting is not the person that you need to, throw in your car and take them home and let them have your couch. That's not for everyone. Right? That's not for most of us to do. We need to have some common sense about outside fellowshipping with people that we might meet in the meetings, but that doesn't mean that we avoid them, and it doesn't mean that we tear them down. That means that we're just using common sense about strangers. But in the fellowship, in the meeting, the atmosphere of recovery should be very inclusive and very prevalent. And we don't have the right to badmouth anyone, especially when we think about where our dusty butts came from, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this meditation. I hear children moving around in the background looking for homework. And I want to get out here and enjoy my family in this next hour or so. However, I hope that this meditation was good for you. It is very difficult to unpack it in the amount of time that I have, but I know that you get the spiritual principle behind it. The anonymity of it all is that it's our spiritual foundation and we all have a right to it. My name is MightyStream, and I will be talking to you tomorrow. But in the meantime, have a beautiful day on purpose. You can do it. I believe in you. Talk to you soon.